Two of the Premiership's super heavyweights square up for the season's first summit meeting. League champions against FA Cup holders. It's far too early for any knockout punches to be landed, but defeat may have a mildly concussive effect. Manchester United's team is indicative of the fact that next Wednesday Juventus are here in the Champions League. Only a modest 3 changes tonight. Mark Hughes returns to partner Zola. Di Matteo has a broken finger. Andy Myers replaces Michael Dewberry. And there's a debut for Frenchman Bernard Lambourde. Born on the Ivory Coast, he only became a professional at 22. 4 years on, he's Ruud Gullit's 13th and latest foreign recruit to the Chelsea Revolution, signed from Bordeaux. Gullit is a substitute this evening, and he's looking to extend his club's remarkable record here of just 2 defeats in their last 22 visits. Some teams arrive at this footballing coliseum already beaten in their own minds. Certainly not the case with Chelsea. Gary Willard is in charge this evening, all the way from West Sussex. This is an occasion that Alex Ferguson must highlight with red ink on his fixture list when it comes out each summer. Chelsea have a better recent record here than any other team, and they must know something about the champions that no one else does. They've won here twice in the last 4 years. Here's a first touch for Lambourde. On by Cole for Roy Keane, who surged away from Myers. Scholes is in the middle, and it may still fall for Poborski. Scholes! An early sign of intent from the Premiership champions, with barely 35 seconds on the watch.
That was a good run from Roy Keane, but I have to say I think Paul Scholes unchallenged should have got it on target. He's made a habit in the last couple of weeks of scoring with headers, and I say he had a couple of yards of space, and should certainly got it on target, and probably the opening goal.
Now Wise. Moves for the Chelsea captain. Mark Hughes, welcomed back to his former home by Roy Keane. Poyet amongst those jockeying for position. It's Dennis Wise, and I think that might have been going wide anyway, but Schmeichel took no chances.
Yeah, it was skidding, it was just creeping in. I think it would have hit the outside of the post, but as you say, Schmeichel not too pleased that Dennis Wise was allowed his shot, and had a little go at his defenders. We've heard that one before.
The usual Chelsea corner routine. Zola, header out by Gary Neville and by Scholes. Petrescu. This time it's Irwin underneath it. Now Poyet. Leboeuf. This is Dan Petrescu. Good ball to Mark Hughes. Skipped away from him, did well to get in across. And Zola nearly profited. It's Poyet on the follower. But the presence of Mark Hughes unsettled the Manchester United backline.
It was a great pass through. He almost stumbled into his stride. It just popped up in front of Schmeichel. Could easily have dropped at the feet of Zola. But Poyet, following up, just put it into the side netting.
Lasseau. Can Chelsea find a way through? Well, Lasseau might. Well struck. And an own goal! Henning Berg. A Scandinavian calamity. Lasseau's drive spilt by Schmeichel, and Berg just couldn't get out of the way.
Well, it's a sort of low shot you think Schmeichel would normally try and hold on to. He actually almost punched it away, and it just ricocheted off Henning Berg. I mean, it was a good strike by Graham Lasseau, but a soft one, and I think Berg not expecting it to rebound off Schmeichel quite as it did.
Wise. Poyet. Back again for Lasseau. This is good from Chelsea. Boyd for that own goal, no doubt. Mark Hughes! Header hit the back of Pallister's neck.
That was very close. It was a great cross by Lasseau. Good build up again and beyond the far post. Mark Hughes, I thought it was definitely goal bound, but it just hit the back of the head of Pallister. And Chelsea having a very good spell at the moment.
Leboeuf. Wise. Beckham. Gary Neville. Gary Neville was caught a little late by Lasseau, and it was well spotted by referee Willard.
What Chelsea must do is keep their concentration, because you know, they went ahead against Arsenal, conceded a goal very soon after, and the next few minutes they've really got to mark down.
6 in the box, 1 outside for Beckham. And the punch from De Hoy. Former teammate of Ruud Gullit at Feyenoord, Ed De Hoy. Bags of experience, which he may well need to call on tonight. But Poborski. Again De Hoy there first. Beckham. Gary Neville. Foot was a little high, but appeals for handball. Referee's completely disinterested in any claims. Zola. Oh, that's a gorgeous pass to Mark Hughes! The way Zola crafted that and just curled it beyond the reach of 2 or 3 defenders and into the path of Mark Hughes.
It was a breathtaking move, wasn't it? Poyet, Zola, Hughes, 3 touches and a good save by Schmeichel, and he held on to that one rather than the goal where he punched it away.
Keane has pulled wide. Too much even for Keane, who then had a little kick at Poyet. And it's a yellow card for Roy Keane. Hardly the example for the captain to set.
Well, the referee, Gary Willard, had seen Roy Keane have a deliberate kick at Poyet. For me, you see him, it just backed it, and it's a blatant kick. I mean, could easily have been a red card for the captain there.
Keane flying in with the header. I just hope the red mists are not descending.
They're just trying to get in amongst Chelsea. He's frustrated because they're keeping the ball so well, and he's just urging his players around him to close them down, get some tackles in and disrupt the flow that Chelsea are enjoying.
Mark Hughes. Well, to pick up Lambourd, and this is Lasseau. On to Poyet! Needed an extension to his right leg to toe poke it past Schmeichel. Tackle by Lambourd.
Great tackle by Lambourd. He's made such a difference, I think, when I saw him against Arsenal. This good play here, Lasseau just slips it through the legs and it evades Poyet.
Scholes. Pallister. And Cole is onside. Scholes is with him. This must be the equaliser. And it's Paul Scholes. Graham Lasseau has raced across to the referee's assistant, claiming offside. And he's now been joined by half of the Chelsea team. It was just a question of whether Cole would score himself. He timed the pass well, but now Chelsea have lost their discipline, and even Ruud Gullit, the coolest of managers, is trying to prove a point. Phil Joslin, the referee's assistant from Newark, is the centre of attention, and this is indeed a rare sight as Ruud Gullit is ushered away from the touchline.
Well, it was a close decision. I think as the ball was played, if anyone, it's the right back, Paul Hughes, who's playing him on. And if he's level, he's onside. It's 2 or 3 times they've diced with it. But the argument is, for me, why do you have to play offside? Why not just stay with the runner? You know, Chelsea in this flat back four are taking too many risks with that offside try. They did it against Arsenal, and it's a chance you don't have to take.
Gary Neville. Beckham. Keane. Cole. Scholes. Tussle inside the penalty area between Paul Hughes and Cole. And that's a corner. But the referee almost needs eyes in the back of his head at this moment. There are niggles out there and arguments. And there's a football match as well, but Lasso is having a scuffle with Roy Keane inside the penalty area, and Keane seemed to lash out at Andy Myers. Now the referee has to take action.
Well, Roy Keane's already got that yellow card for the kick-out.
This was what happened, and there, a clenched fist in the direction of Myers from a player who's already been booked. Now, if the referee saw that, he surely has little option but to produce another card in Keane's direction, which will be a red one. And Roy Keane is the luckiest man in Old Trafford at this moment. And I think Alex Ferguson knows it.
You can only say neither official saw it, because otherwise he would have had to be yellow carded again.
Poborski's corner, header out by LeBeau. But tackles really are flying in. And now Petrescu and Scholes are having an argument.
Well, Scholes has lashed out there as well. He could be in trouble.
Both these sides were involved in fiercely competitive games at the weekend. Manchester United at Bolton and Chelsea against Arsenal. This was the tackle that started it, and then there were some afters. And a booking for Scholes. But I have to say there was a general air of indiscipline out there at this moment. And it's a question of where it will end and what will end it. Scholes. Beckham. Nice cross. Pallister! Unlucky! He met that perfectly, Gary Pallister. Now Keane and Zola. That looked rather like a foul by Zola on Keane. And then it was a foul by Zola on Butt, and then Dennis Wise seemed to lash out at David Beckham. Maybe those tempers haven't calmed down. There was just an arm stuck out in David Beckham's face after they'd met shoulder to shoulder.
I think that was more accidental than anything, and Zola has got booked for the 2 tackles. Even Gianfranco Zola has got involved. But there's Gary Pallister still thinking of that header. It was a wonderful cross by Beckham, wasn't it? And although you said he did well, it's hit the woodwork. I think if he headed it down, it was a goal.
Well, Dennis Wise is now being called across by the referee, who saw that arm lash out. And if this is a yellow card, which it is, it's Wise's 5th of the season, and it means that he is only the 2nd player in the Premiership to face a 3-match ban. The first was Paul Williams of Coventry. The new disciplinary procedure coming into play. Beckham's free kick. Pallister. This time he was doing a bit of holding down on Lambourd.
Well, what a half it's been, isn't it? I mean, I think we all need a breather, dear, oh dear. It's been pulsated stuff. For half an hour, I thought Chelsea were quite outstanding, deserved to be ahead. They got punished for playing the offside, argued with the decision, but I think it was the right one in the end. And since then, Manchester United have got a lift, and it's all got very, very niggly, and I think both sides need a break.
Berg. Well, there's the half-time whistle at the end of a tumultuous period of football and incident. Henning Berg's own goal, putting Chelsea in front yet again at Old Trafford. The equaliser in controversial circumstances, scored by Paul Scholes, but the officials look to have got it right. Ruud Gullit was furious that no offside was given. Roy Keane has been booked and then was clearly shown to have punched an opponent. The referee can only have missed it because he is still on the field. And at half-time, in what is supposed to be a showpiece of the English Premiership, we have goals, bookings and arguments. The score, incidentally, is 1-1. So the protagonists are ready to rejoin battle, which may unfortunately be the right description. There was a little bit of a continuation of the rough and tumble in the tunnel as the players left the field at half-time, and unfortunately both Cleese and Stewards had to intervene to sort it out. No changes in personnel to either of these sides. We can only hope for a slight lessening of the rather abrasive attitude that both displayed in the first period. Beckham. Pity of it is that that's overshadowed some terrific football. Irwin. Offside flag is up. Referee plays the advantage. Dennis Wise. On to Zola. Flag is raised again.
That was close as well. I'm not sure Zola. Hughes might have been. Let's see when the ball is played. Yes, he is.
In fact, the officials, despite the minute examination that we've given to several incidents, are doing pretty well. Irwin. Cole. Poborski. Still going, but for how much longer? Well, he's done very well to earn a free kick. He was running down a no-through road. And Beckham will whip this in, no doubt. Only onto the head of Leboeuf. Irwin. Poborski. Scholes wide of him. Paul Hughes. Came dangerously off Myers.
Certainly Chelsea still not totally convincing dealing with crosses. There'll be three headers, Scholes, Andy Cole and Gary Pallister. They've got away with all of those.
Gary Neville. Beckham. Poborski. Neville. This is Scholes. And Butt.
I think there might have been a handball here as the ball dropped. I think it was Paul Scholes just brought it down. There's a little of appeal, but it went to Butt, and in the end a good save by De Hoy.
Pallister nearly caught in possession by Petrescu. Forward by Keane. Leboeuf. Beckham. Poborski. Taking on Paul Hughes. Oh, he's really done well. Cole. Ricocheted off Butt. This is Beckham. Goal kick.
Although Poborski did well there, and he went outside, the fact that he could have put in the early cross with his left foot, I think would have been better. But you see, in this situation, if he could have got it in earlier, the forwards are going in, by turning, it just gives an opportunity for Chelsea to reorganise, and Andy Cole's not going to get the power to score then.
Poyet.
If you pause for breath, you get tackled, don't you, at the moment, Dersi?
It's a glorious ball from Lasso to Zola. Mark Hughes is being marshalled by Pallister. It's Poyet and he's miskicked. Real chance for Chelsea there.
Don't think it was a great miss of pass. I think an early one across the face of the goal to Hughes. Poyet certainly miskicked it, but it was always behind him.
Beckham. Lovely turn. And a return from Neville. 2 in the box, becoming 3. This is Cole.
And again, it was Paul Hughes had to come in to cover. Beckham did superbly a 1-2, and that's why I suppose he plays out wide, because he's such a great crosser and just couldn't head it down, Cole.
I think it's fairly well known in Manchester football circles that the search is very much on for a big name, high-scoring centre-forward. Indeed, isn't every team after a big name, high-scoring centre-forward? Poyet to Zola. Away from Berg. Now what about Pallister? Still it's Zola. Here's Dan Petrescu. 1 touch. Second touch is the shot. And he showed too much of it to Schmeichel. Should he have hit it first time?
Well, it was wonderful play by Zola. He then knocks it to Petrescu. Could have hit it. He then stops it, and you see it's just tucked underneath him, and he can't get the power. And I think Schmeichel then had the comfort to go either way, but good chance again.
Zola needs a breather. It's his cross. Beckham's volley. Lasso. Zola. Wise. Petrescu. Keane is right with him. So's Irwin. That was a late challenge by Irwin, right in front of the referee's assistant, who's flagged. And Dennis Irwin is the latest recipient of a yellow card.
Well, here it is, and Roy Keane holding him up. Dennis Irwin came in, took the man, and the linesman, the assistant referee, was the one who waved, and straight away it's another yellow card. There's a few being accumulated.
But played it through the legs of Wise. He was chief among the appealers for a free kick. Teddy Sheringham has recovered from a rib injury. And here's the cross taken by De Hoy. Petrescu. Zola's made an early run. He could get on the end of this. And there's Mark Hughes. Would you believe it? Chelsea are performing their Old Trafford magic all over again. And Mark Hughes, for the 10th time in the history of this fixture between Chelsea and his old club, scores a goal. It's only the 3rd time he's done it for Chelsea, and it's the 1st time he's done it at Old Trafford in their colours.
It was a magnificent ball from Petrescu. Zola then wrong foots. Schmeichel, who I thought was going to get it, went through his hands. And Mark Hughes says thanks very much.
Well, there's an air of disbelief around Old Trafford. And somewhere back there, the dreadlocked one looks on in quiet satisfaction. Neville's got past Lasso. 3 waiting for the cross. It was behind Cole and too far in front of Sheringham. Beckham. Solskjaer. And Sheringham!
Well, this is quite magnificent skill from Solskjaer. Look, he looks as if he's going to shape it, spins round, a great ball to Teddy Sheringham, and it had goal written all over it, but it didn't. It's a bad miss.
This is Beckham. Oh, well read by LeBeuf, who's the sort of player that can steward the ball very happily upfield. Zola's available, so's Mark Hughes. Petrescu. LeBeuf. Poyet. Highly frustrating for Manchester United. Zola. Ricocheted off the legs of Berg. Now Lasseau. Almost at walking pace now, Chelsea. Lambourd. Again it's Lambourd on his debut. And he could have marked it with a goal. Maybe should have marked it with a goal. Schmeichel's dispatched it straight away. De Hoy was slow off his line.
He created another chance. It's amazing that going forward they're superb. Great one too, and LeBeuf, whether he needed the extra touch, who knows, but the extra touch was too heavy and Schmeichel came out and smothered it well, but another goal then it would have been over.
LeBeuf. The up and under. Ryan Giggs. Chelsea sticking doggedly to their task. Started the game flamboyantly, now they're just functional. Beckham. First cross repelled by Lasseau. Second by Poyet. Mark Hughes. Beckham. Oh, Solskjaer with a chance, which he's taken quite beautifully. Beckham's cross, but what a peach of a finish from Solskjaer.
Well, again, a cross has been the undoing for Chelsea, but what a first touch, and the minute it left his foot, it was in under the crossbar all the way. De Hoy, no chance. A quite great goal, that. How they've missed that little man.
Lasseau. Tired limbs out there now. Key. Solskjaer, he's turned. Three defenders went with him. And he wasn't that far wide of the mark.
I'm not sure him being not quite match fit. Look at the way he spins here. Just gets past his marker easily there. Just ran away from him. Otherwise we could have had a winner.
Lambourd. Is there to be a final twist? Poyet. Too long for Flo. Irwin. On by Cole. Away by LeBeuf. Wise. Pallister. Irwin. Cole. Lambourd. Flo and Mark Hughes were both offside. In the second minute of stoppage time now. This is David Beckham. Solskjaer. Giggs. Chelsea are struggling to get this away. I could do with Lambourd applying the order of the boot. Giggs has pulled him back. And the ball was still moving when the free kick was taken. In the circumstances, we'll surely view this as a point gained. Beckham. Sheringham. Andy Cole! Good save by De Hoy. The best save he's been called on to make all night. And that save is the final action of a terrific game of football. 4 goals, 8 bookings, arguments aplenty, some wonderful play above all else, and honours even between the Premiership champions and the FA Cup holders, who were twice ahead. Wonderful equaliser by Solskjaer. But this run of Chelsea's at Old Trafford is extended still further. Ruud Gullit goes off with mixed emotions, one imagines. However many times United change the locks at Old Trafford, Chelsea keep on finding the right key.